Hey guys, what is up here? CSGN back again with another video here. This time we have an update from EA about those promised updates to franchise mode that they made, I believe, way back in, what was it, late July, early August. So let's get right into it. Gridiron notes. These are coming out November 12th, and the first thing on docket here is dev trait regression tuning. Star, Superstar, and Superstar X Factors now have desired counts that are treated as the correct amount of each dev trait in your franchise. A new league setting has been added for each dev trait to allow commissioners to decide the right amount for your league experience. And default values match the roster count of dev traits that shipped in Madden 21's preseason roster. In the offseason, new logic will run to decide which players are eligible to regress. If there are more players at a specific dev trait than the setting says desired, eligible players will be regressed in priority order until the target is met. In some cases, there may be slightly more than target after regression if no players were found eligible. If you prefer to play in a league where dev traits can't regress, you can also turn off dev trait regression in league settings. We've also tuned the criteria to receive a breakout dev scenario for all positions to prevent an overabundance of high dev traits after multiple years, and make sure we're increasing the dev on players who truly deserve it. There will also be 3 new quarterback breakout dev scenarios that can occur throughout your season, and a league setting to turn all breakout dev scenarios on or off. When breakout scenarios are off, users will only progress their dev trait by the end of season stat rankings and awards. So this sounds really cool. This is a new feature, and I actually kind of like that. I actually like the idea of players losing dev traits. I actually think that would make a lot of sense. I would like to see, like I said, older players, specifically quarterbacks, I think, lose their dev traits as you go throughout a franchise. I think that makes a lot of sense. Lose those abilities, because in real life, players do lose ability over time. So I think that's really cool. Also, quarterback breakout dev scenarios that can occur. I don't think I've ever gotten a breakout quarterback scenario, so hopefully we can play through a bit here, and when this launches on the 12th, I'll be able to check that out, and hopefully we'll be able to experience that. And then number 2, a playoff bracket. Starting week 13 of the regular season, there will be a things to do item that takes you to the current playoff picture if the season ended that week, including the seeding for each team that would be in the playoffs. Once wildcard week begins, the playoff bracket will also have the scores of all games that have been played, and the box scores available by clicking on the matchup. There will also be a way to access the bracket through the schedule button with the new tile labeled playoff picture. That is awesome. This is something that should have been in the game, I don't know how long ago, but it's better late than never. I like this. This is cool. Like I said before, one of the things that have always bothered me about Madden franchise has been trying to sort of figure out on your own what the playoff picture is. You do have that one screen once you get, I'm not sure what week it is, once you get past a certain week, they start showing the standings and you see wildcard teams in the hunt, things like that. But this is better because now you have a more clear picture of where things stand, and you can do a better job of, sort of tracking teams that you need to stay ahead of. Hey, if there's a team on the schedule, you see them coming up in 2 weeks, all right, I got to be prepared to play that game so I can hopefully hurt their seeding and take their spot in the playoffs. So that's awesome. And then here we have player card career stats. I think Soft Drink TV is going to be really happy about this. I don't have to read through this. They've added this. One of the top community requests for several years now, we added the week matchup and result of the game to each player's season stats via their player card. We also added what team a player finished their season on with each year of their career stats via their player card. So in the picture here, they have Tom Brady, and it says team, New England. And for 2020, it'll say Tampa Bay. For Lamar Jackson, it says Baltimore. And for Melvin Ingram, it says Baltimore. But then 2018, it says New Orleans, New Orleans, New Orleans, New Orleans. So that's great to see. I don't know why that was gone for so long. They added it back in within 2 months. So it just guys going forward, if someone from EA is there, just respect franchise mode a little bit, please. And then we won't have to come up with hashtags bashing you guys. That's all you gotta do. We're not saying you gotta put all your effort and time into it, but at least respect the mode going forward. And then also another thing coming in this update that is super awesome. Another highly requested community feature we brought over our functionality from player mode that allows the player to alter the Superstar and Superstar X Factor abilities on their players inside of the core franchise as both a coach and an owner. Commissioners will be able to edit abilities on players that are controlled by other players in the CPU as well. Abilities will continue to follow slot and overall requirements per archetype, so a player must reach the overall threshold for an ability in the specific archetype before they're able to apply it. All this functionality occurs directly on the player card by clicking any of the abilities. That is great. That is awesome. The minute you put in abilities that should have been in the game, that should have been in the game in Madden 20. And it's one of the things I thought would be in the game in Madden 21 at launch, and it wasn't. But better late than never. That's awesome. Also, retirement improvements. Thank you. In Resign Players Week, there will now be a Things to Do item that takes you directly to the transaction screen sorted to retired players to provide a quicker look into who is riding off into the sunset. That's great. Is it a major screen thing? No, but it's just right there. It puts it right there up top. Hey, here's who's retiring. Go look. Instead of you having to go and look through the menus and search and find that information, it's right there. View 2020 retirements. That is awesome. I'm happy to see them. I'm happy to see that they have added that. So that's nice. And then at the end here, they wanted to share what the team's working on for the next franchise update, which is targeted to arrive in mid-January. So personnel logic improvements. It'll adjust teams drafting quarterbacks when they don't need a quarterback. Undo free agent signings. This would be in the offseason only. Commissioner controls team override settings. This is, I guess, if you're in like a multi-man league and you want to turn off heat seeker tackling, ball hawk, and switch assist. If you want to turn those all off for everyone in your 32-man franchise, however many people you have, you can have that. Commissioner draft tools, giving commissioners the ability to assign autopilots during the draft, along with pause, resume functionality. I'm so terrible at speaking. And then, and commissioner house rules, play cooldown, and repeat play limits. So, you can only call a play so many times, and before you have to cool it down and not use it as much, and then repeat play limits. So, either way, so that's the update we got today on franchise. I was wondering when this was going to come. I thought maybe because of next gen it wasn't going to come out at all, but we get it on Thursday. Today I'm hopefully getting PS5. I should be getting PS5. I have tracking information, so I won't be able to get to you right away because I traded in my PS4, so you're going to have to wait a little bit on that. That's why there hasn't been any content, because I've cleaned up my thing where I record stuff, so there's no PS4 currently in my room for me to record content, because I'm getting a PS5. So there's that. So either way, what did you guys think of this? Are you guys happy that these are finally coming? You think these are going to make a big difference? I don't think they're going to make that big of a difference. It's not like if they did this for like at the launch of Madden 21, we still would have been a little disappointed, because this is sort of like cleaning up stuff that should have been just handled in Madden 20. But either way, it is nice. It's just some housekeeping. And so it's not like a major feature, but it's good. It's good that it's things that should have been here from the jump. So that's good to see. What do you guys think? Let me know. Are you guys excited to mess around with this? What's the thing you like the most? The playoff bracket's cool, but that dev trait regression thing, I'm really intrigued by that. I can't wait to sort of see how that plays out going forward. So so either way, I want to thank you guys for watching this. I will see you guys next time. Well, not next time. I'll see you guys probably like Friday or probably Thursday going forward. And then, thank you guys for watching this. Thanks for all the support. Leave a like, hit subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.